Princess Leonor confirms. Prince Christian crowned in ceremony that left Europe speechless. The golden bells of Copenhagen's Christiansborg Palace had barely finished their triumphant chorus when Princess Leonor of Spain stepped before the gathered international press, her voice steady despite the magnitude of what she had just witnessed. "What happened today," she said, her words carefully measured in flawless English, "will be remembered as the moment European monarchy entered a new era." The ceremony that had just concluded behind the palace's Baroque walls wasn't supposed to happen for decades. Prince Christian of Denmark, barely 18 years old, had just been crowned in an unprecedented move that sent shockwaves through royal circles across the continent and left seasoned diplomats scrambling to understand the implications. The events leading to this extraordinary moment had unfolded with the precision of a carefully orchestrated symphony, yet the surprise timing caught even the most well-connected royal correspondents off guard. What was meant to be Prince Christian's coming-of-age celebration had transformed into something far more significant, a coronation that would reshape the landscape of European monarchy and establish the young Danish prince as one of the most powerful figures in contemporary royal circles. The unexpected announcement. The first whispers emerged from the Danish royal household just 48 hours before the ceremony. Queen Margrethe II, known for her artistic sensibilities and strategic mind, had made a decision that would define her legacy and accelerate her grandson's path to power in ways no one had anticipated. The official statement, released at precisely 6 a.m. Copenhagen time, was as brief as it was shocking. His Royal Highness Prince Christian will assume additional ceremonial responsibilities effective immediately, with formal recognition to occur during a special ceremony at Christiansborg Palace. Royal watchers initially dismissed the announcement as routine protocol, perhaps an expansion of Prince Christian's ceremonial duties or a symbolic gesture marking his transition to adulthood. However, as details began to emerge throughout that first day, it became clear that something far more significant was unfolding. The guest list alone told the story. Princess Leonor of Spain had cleared her military academy schedule to attend personally. Crown Prince Haakon of Norway had cancelled a state visit to arrive in Copenhagen. Even traditionally reclusive members of various European royal families were making hasty travel arrangements. The Danish royal household's communications team worked overtime to manage the growing media frenzy while maintaining the secrecy that had become the hallmark of Queen Margrethe's most important decisions. Palace insiders, speaking on condition of anonymity, later revealed that even senior members of the Danish government had been informed only 24 hours before the ceremony, creating a diplomatic scramble as foreign ministries across Europe sought to understand the implications of what was about to unfold. Princess Leonor's decision to attend personally, despite her demanding military training schedule, provided the first clear indication that this was no ordinary royal ceremony. The Spanish princess, known for her careful consideration of public appearances and their diplomatic implications, would not have disrupted her carefully planned academic timeline for anything less than a momentous occasion. Her presence alone elevated the ceremony from a Danish royal event to a pan-European moment of significance. The ceremony that redefined tradition. The morning of the ceremony dawned crisp and clear, with Copenhagen's autumn light casting golden shadows across the cobblestones leading to Christiansborg Palace. Security preparations that had begun before dawn created an atmosphere of anticipation that seemed to permeate the entire city. Danish citizens lined the streets, many unclear about the exact nature of the ceremony but sensing its importance from the unprecedented security measures and the arrival of foreign dignitaries. Inside the palace's grand ceremonial hall, a space that has witnessed centuries of Danish royal history, the scene was unlike anything recorded in modern royal archives. The traditional elements were present. The ancient symbols of Danish monarchy, the formal protocol that governs such occasions, the solemn dignity expected of royal ceremony, but the atmosphere carried an electric tension that spoke to the unprecedented nature of the proceedings. Prince Christian entered the hall with a composure that belied his 18 years. Dressed in the formal military uniform of the Royal Danish Navy, with decorations that included the Order of the Elephant and newly bestowed honors that had been kept secret until that moment, he moved with the measured pace of someone who understood the weight of history resting on his shoulders. Those present later described the transformation that seemed to occur as he walked toward the ceremonial platform. The young man who had entered as a prince emerged as something more. Queen Margrethe II, resplendent in her ceremonial robes and wearing the Danish crown jewels, spoke words that had been carefully crafted to honor tradition while acknowledging the unprecedented nature of the moment. Her speech, delivered in Danish with simultaneous translation for international guests, wove together threads of Danish history, European cooperation, and forward-looking vision for monarchy in the modern era. The Queen's decision to conduct the ceremony herself, rather than delegating to religious or political authorities, emphasized the personal nature of this transition and her confidence in her grandson's readiness for expanded responsibilities. The actual moment of recognition, when Prince Christian was formally invested with new ceremonial powers and responsibilities, occurred with a simplicity that contrasted sharply with the complexity of its implications. The Queen placed her hands on her grandson's shoulders, spoke words that had been composed specifically for this occasion, and presented him with symbols of authority that had been crafted by Danish artisans working in complete secrecy for months prior to the ceremony. Princess Leonor's pivotal role. Among the distinguished international guests, Princess Leonor of Spain occupied a position of particular significance. Her presence represented more than diplomatic courtesy, it symbolized the support of European royal houses for this unprecedented step and provided legitimacy that extended far beyond Denmark's borders. As the heir apparent to the Spanish throne and one of the most respected young royals in Europe, her attendance carried weight that resonated throughout royal circles. Princess Leonor's role in the ceremony went beyond mere observation. She was called upon to present one of the ceremonial items, a specially commissioned medal representing the unity of European royal houses, in a moment that highlighted the international significance of Prince Christian's new position. Her graceful execution of this responsibility, conducted with the poise and dignity that have become her trademark, provided one of the ceremony's most memorable moments. The Spanish princess's subsequent press conference, held in the palace's historic Blue Room, provided the international media with their first official confirmation of what had transpired and its broader implications. Her careful choice of words reflected both diplomatic training and genuine conviction about the significance of the moment. Prince Christian has demonstrated remarkable maturity and vision, she stated, her comments carrying the weight of someone who understood the challenges of royal responsibility from personal experience. Her assessment of Prince Christian's readiness for expanded responsibilities carried particular credibility given her own journey through royal education and preparation. Princess Leonor's comments about the Danish prince's exceptional understanding of contemporary challenges facing European monarchy reflected observations made during private conversations between the young royals that had occurred during previous diplomatic encounters. The Spanish princess also addressed questions about the ceremony's implications for other European royal houses, providing insight into the collaborative nature of modern monarchy that often remains hidden from public view. Her remarks suggested that Prince Christian's expanded role had been discussed and supported by other European royal families, indicating a level of coordination that demonstrated the continued relevance of royal networks in contemporary European politics. The European response. The immediate response from other European royal houses provided clear indication that Prince Christian's ceremony represented a significant shift in royal protocol and precedence. Within hours of the ceremony's conclusion, congratulatory messages arrived from Buckingham Palace, the Royal Palace of Madrid, the Royal Palace in Stockholm, and numerous other royal residences across the continent. The British royal family's response, delivered through official channels, was particularly noteworthy for its warm tone and